The verse on the Jester for Jesus website for today is from Jeremiah chapter 32 and verse 40. It's just part of that verse, and it says this: I will put a desire in their hearts to worship me. Of course, Jeremiah is talking at the time when the city of Jerusalem, the temple, is still intact, just about. The armies of Nebuchadnezzar are waiting to attack, and very shortly after the events that happened in Jeremiah, the city is destroyed, the temple is destroyed, and the remaining people are carted off into captivity, exile in Babylon. They kind of lost their way somewhat. But then God had promised through Jeremiah that he was going to bring them back, and that, of course, happens after 70 years. And I will put a desire in their hearts to worship me. Sitting here as a Christian, thinking to myself, well, why wouldn't there be a desire in my heart as a Christian to want to worship God? No matter what I tend to go through, I do have up days, I have down days. Everybody kind of does in the ups and downs and topsy-turvy life that we all lead in the 21st century. But even so, coming out from you go to church and you hear a good worship song on the radio or a worship track you're playing through Alexa or whatever it is, it lifts you up. Yeah, and I have a desire to want to worship God all the more. And God has put that desire in my heart to want to worship him. And it lifts you up. It lifts you out of it. And I can't understand why the people would need to be reminded of that kind of thing. But we do. Every one of us does. So pick yourself up, stick on a worship track, and, be lifted up. God will put a desire in your heart to want to worship him, as he did when he brought the people back. They came back, they built the temple, they're like, what do we do now? And of course, through the prophets in the post-exile time, we'll tell them how to worship and remind them how to worship God. Today, it's so much easier for us. We've got his word, and we can all read it. We've got music tracks everywhere, streaming services all over the place with worship tracks that we can worship God whenever we want to, whatever we want to, for as long as we want to. So today, slap on a worship track. God has put that desire in your heart, so worship him. Have a good day.